Hi there, I'm going to show you very quickly how to use 2D design to do a few different types of shapes that you're going to put into your lampshade. First thing I'm going to just mention to you is that you need to switch off the step lock and switch on the grid lock. I've also right-clicking on these dots up here. I've put my grid spacing at 5 by 5. This just gives me a little bit sort of smaller amount of detail. Okay, so I'm going to jump straight in there. I'm going to, first of all, I've got my grid lock on, so that means I'll lock to these buttons. Up on the top left hand corner here, I've got the lampshade outline that Peter's already done. The red line here is for cutting. Any lines that you draw should actually be in blue. So that's a fine line, that's correct, and we just put it as this blue. Blue is to etch. Alright, and you can't do double lines, otherwise that will actually cut, because the etching is quite it can engrave quite deeply. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on drawing in blue. I put those as green, so just to show you what I've done. And I'm going to just have a look here, and I'm going to make a circle. You can see the relationship down here. That's the sort of, for example, that is the diameter that's showing up there. Oh, actually that's the radius. So I'm just going to make it 30, and you can take this circle, and if you want to turn it into a oval, you just squash it using the sort of drag handles. You can do interesting things like you can rotate it. You only get one undo, which is there, and you can copy it as well. So I'm going to copy that using the copy button, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this so that the circles are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, just by increments of 5 millimeters. I can just tweak that on both sides to get that. You can also use the copy and paste shortcut on your computer, and I'm going to bring it down 10 each time. And you can see already I'm starting to kind of get this sort of shape a little bit like the light bulb over here. I can copy the whole thing, I can copy and paste it, and then I can flip it upside down using these flip buttons, and then I can place it there, and suddenly I've got sort of a 3D shape. Now you can mess around with these separately. You can also delete that each and any of these circles at any one time, so I can delete 1, 2, 3 away, or you can also use part delete, which I like to use, because that deletes from one line to another line. So the intersecting pieces you can kind of cut out separately. Here you'll see also what I've done is I've done a sort of like a sphere with lines within it. You can do this very simply by creating a circle, and that same thing of copying and pasting. So I'm just going to copy and paste within that and make the circle smaller each time. Now you've got to be very careful here of any overlapping lines. Because if you have overlapping lines, what will happen is that you will end up cutting through twice. You've got to be very careful. Here I've got a wavy path lines. To do this, I've just done a structure of 2 lines to kind of help guide me. And what I'm doing is I'm just doing every second dot, and then just going through it like making a wavy line. What I've done there is I've literally just copied and pasted it. So I'm just going to grab that, copy, paste it, and you get some really nice effects actually by just putting them close together. Also, another thing is a rotational array, which you might want to do if you want to have like rays of light radiating in a fan. And you use this option over here on the left, hold it down with the left mouse button, do the rotation selection. I need to select it first. Rotation selection, and I'm going to repeat this 10 times at angles of 12 degrees, and I'm going to OK, and that's my start point, and that's what you get. You can then take this whole thing and then you can rotate it again, but I'm not going to actually repeat it. I'm just going to rotate it 45 degrees. OK, and let's see what happens there. So I'm going to just rotate that, keep rotating it until I've got it into a place which, you know, I would like. Alright, I hope that's been helpful for you. Thanks for watching. Any questions, please ask.